Hey everyone, it's Mrs. Johnson. I wanted to talk about your first written homework, which is going to be due this Saturday. Written homework 1.1, which is on Unit 1, Block 1 material. I ask all of our written homework to be delivered to me by an Excel spreadsheet. Now, all of you guys should have access to Excel either on Duchess computers, or you can download it for free. And again, that information is in your syllabus. If you don't have a Microsoft Excel on your computer, you can download it for free by just being a Duchess Community College student. And there are instructions to do that in the syllabus. Once you have Excel and you open up a new worksheet, a new workbook here, what you're going to do is this first assignment really doesn't have you do any Excel. It just has you do some writing, and you're talking about writing. So I still want you to use Excel for this procedure. And what you do is in here, you're going to hit the insert button in Excel. And you're going to go over here and say insert a text box. Now, depending on if you have I'm currently on a Windows machine, so it looks like this, but on a Mac, which I also have, it might look like a crosshair. But you're just going to click and drag a text box open like this, and you'll see there's a text box in there. And this will be question number 1. And you're just going to type your answers here. So you're going to type your answers right in this text box for question number 1. Then what I want you to do, actually, I'm going to move this down so you can see the bottom. So down here at the bottom, you're going to click in here so that this, double click so it looks like this. You're going to get rid of that, and you're just going to say this is question 1. And so this first tab will have the answer to question 1 from this week's homework. Then what I want you to do is click on this, enter that. And then you're going to click on this little plus sign with a circle. This will add another sheet. And then I want you to do that same thing again, because again, this is you're not going to be actually using Excel. You're just going to be, you'll be using it as a tool to just type things to me. So you're going to insert a text box. And again, in here, drag a text box open. And in here, you're going to be putting the answers to question number 2. And I want you to thoroughly type in there the answers to question number 2. And then again, the next thing I want you to do is down here on these tabs. You're going to double click on the tab and say, this is my answer to question number 2. Hit enter. And then you're going to do that same thing for question number 3. Same idea. So you get the idea how to do this. So you should be able to tab across these and have questions 1, 2, and 3. They'll all just be in text boxes for this particular assignment. But I still want to use Excel because I want you to make sure you guys download Excel and get started with Excel. And this is just where we're just adding text boxes to Excel. We're not actually doing anything else until next week. We'll be doing some more things here. So we're going to add a text box. And again, this will be question number 3. And there you go. And in here, you'll be answering your questions. You'll be typing in your questions. Now, some of the material asks you to use equation editor. Again, when you're going to put in an equation, so I'll say I do something like this. I say the equation, and then I want to type an equation in here. If I want to type an equation, I do that same idea. I don't want to type it as I would like in Excel format or like on a calculator. We're going to hit the insert button, and over here you're going to use the equation editor. So you're going to hit equation, and then down here say insert new equation. And then you'll notice that this comes up at the top here, and you can write any equation you want to. So if I type in here, if I type y equals, and then I can use this to do superscripts. So if I had something like x squared, and then I plus 6x minus 10, something like that, then you can see that that is the actual equation in Equation Editor. Now you can kind of see when you're in Excel, it kind of makes it a different color. And then if you use your arrows in and out, you can see the arrow in and out of it. You can see that it's in and out of the equation. And then you can just keep on typing. Adding whatever information you want about your equation. So there's two skills that I want you to get in this week's homework, and that is adding a text box to Excel into a Excel document, and also being able to insert an equation in regular equation form into an Excel document. And I also want you to get used to putting these tabs down at the bottom so that question 1, question 2, question 3, each question is on a new tab, a new sheet in your Excel document. When you're done, you're going to simply save the document, File, Save As, and then you can put it on, I'll put it on my desktop. I'll put mine on my desktop. And then you just call it whatever you'd like to call it. So I'm going to call it Written Homework 1.1, M. Johnson. It's always a good idea to save the file with your name on it so I know it's yours. So this is Written Homework 1.1, M. Johnson. I save it. So now this document will be saved to my desktop. Then all you have to do is go into Blackboard, open up that Dropbox that has this assignment, and then attach it to that file. All right, so now that I have that file attached, or I have that file saved to my desktop, I would simply go to my course materials. I would go to week 1, to my student submitted work, and then this is the actual assignment right here. Here we're going to go to the Dropbox, which is there. You can click on this to actually see the actual assignment. There's the actual assignment, right? But the Dropbox looks like this, and this should be here, but what you're going to do is you're going to browse your computer. Then you're going to go to your desktop where you saved it. And there's my Written Homework 1.1. You just double click on this and you'll see the homework that with your name on it is there, right there. That's the attached file, which is your answers to this homework. And then you simply go over here and submit. You hit the submit, and that would submit that file. I hope that helps when you answer your first homework this week. And again, if you have any questions, please email me. Thanks. Have a great day.